due off at 2:20.
Got a slight delay. I believe that the 3-horse Caballero was being refitted with new shoes. I believe the farrier was called on. We'll find out more, obviously, with Gordon, because he's at the track, which is great. And How Bizarre is the favourite at 9-2. So, Gordon, you can bring us up to date.
Yeah, when we did the paddock piece there, Rachel, for Racing TV Extra, we could hear the farrier at work, we could hear his hammer going, and it sounded as if he was being replated. Number 3, Caballero. He's a horse that knows where the winning post is here at Musselburgh, because he won his maiden as a 2-year-old here back in 2018. And Johnny's been a wee bit in and out since, but if you go on figures, I mean, that last win off a mark of 82 at Newmarket, when was it, 2 years ago, he's £10 lower here. Yeah, the 2 wins both came as a 2-year-old for this horse.
Yeah, I definitely think he's one of the more interesting horses in the race. There's been money for the horse, and it's no surprise, because not only did he have good form here at Musselburgh as a 2-year-old, and he won that better quality handicapper nursery rather at Newmarket, then off the track for a long time, and he's just been gradually getting his way back into form this season. The last couple of runs, the York run, 2 starts ago behind Golden Force, was a solid effort, and not so good at Beverley last time. That needs to be forgiven. But I can see why they're coming back at 7 furlongs. At a track he's got a bit of form at before. They've tried further, because I've got up to 1.25 miles so far this season, but this is going to be a fast run 7. There are 3 who definitely go from the front here, normally anyway. So it just, I can see why they're dropping back to this trip. May well get the run of the race and down in class as well.
I'm sure one of the pace angles that you were referring to there is How Bizarre, a really good track record here at Musselburgh. 3 wins, including 2 over course and distance, and he made all to win in July. He's £2 higher today.
Yeah, that was a rare tame effort last week at Ripon, but he'd be happy coming back to this track. Just whether or not he gets taken on for the lead. There's a few of them who could take him on. One of them is One Heart, the Mark Johnson 3-year-old under Franny Norton, who won on the all-weather last time. Made all to beat a subsequent winner on that occasion. That was the first go to 0 to 75, and they get another chance in this grade. And the other one, the pace angle, could be Gaffanfar near the bottom. Well, I would have probably ignored that latest run as the race wasn't run to suit, but it was in good heart prior to that, and that's a possible pace angle too.
Another one that could be helped by a good pace on up front is Cruising. He had to be dropped into novice stakes company to get off the mark at Redcar in June. Been handicapping since, and indeed was handicapping before that as well.
And that wasn't a bad run last week at Newmarket. It was a 0 to 75 contest, but it's a 3-year-old only contest, and you probably feel that was a stronger 0 to 75 than the one here today. You mentioned about the victory at Redcar back in the summer as well. It just showed last week that it continues to be in decent form and versatile regarding the ground as well, but that was soft ground and the win was on good ground as well, so no reason why Cruising shouldn't run a race. And drawn 3 as well should be just about set in a good place, really, off the pace towards the inside.
OK, almost set then. It's going to be fast and furious, and here's one of the pace setters likely to be last in, One Heart. Let's go back to Mark.
They're all in and they're off, and this time they race over 7 furlongs for the Join Racing TV Now handicap. Good start by How Bizarre on the inside, Gaffanfar in the orange and brown, and out wide from the highest draw. Black Friday shows good speed, the black sleeves. They're trapped by One Heart, the light blue, striped sleeves and hoop cap for Gweedore, now slotting in behind the leader Send a Card. Mid-division Caballero, the red and white on the sleeves, the white cheek pieces of Cruising, further back to Magellart, the black with the red sleeves, that Shine on Brendan, and the back marker's Oriental Lily, and she's 10 lengths behind the leader How Bizarre with the noseband, who'll lead them out of the back from in second place now. One Heart just moving past Gaffanfar, the orange sleeves, forced a little wide is Black Friday. Send a Card runs the rail. That's the leading quintet as they straighten up. They're inside the last 3.5. Then there's 2 lengths to Gweedore and trying to make ground towards the outside of the field, Caballero from Cruising against the fence, and they're now racing towards the last 2.5 furlongs. It's How Bizarre on the left with One Heart, the light blue. Coming there in the orange and brown is Gaffanfar, and then on the far right Black Friday, and widest of all will be Caballero as they make their progress towards the final furlong. How Bizarre trying to make just about all from One Heart, but Gweedore's throwing down a strong challenge, and Gweedore has come through to take on How Bizarre. These two have raced on. Cruising finishing well in the yellow and black, but it's Gweedore and How Bizarre locked together. Cruising still striving to get on terms. How Bizarre trying to fend off the strong challenge of Gweedore as they race towards the line. Gweedore finding a little bit more near the post, and Gweedore will go on and score again. Beats How Bizarre, Cruising, and then close Black Friday, and a running on late Oriental Lily.
Well, as expected, one of the pace setters up there, How Bizarre, has made most of the running, but Gweedore took an age to get past. Gweedore, a winner here over 7 furlongs, course and distance, last time by a neck. Hasn't gone up much for that success, and won't go up much for this either under Andrew Breslin for Katie Scott. It was Andrew's first winner back, I think, when he won for Katie Scott here 11 days ago. How Bizarre in second and Cruising in third. Are this thought for a strider to John, that How Bizarre was going to just out-battle Gweedore?
A really tough performance by How Bizarre, because they seem to go a strong pace, and the other ones who were up there with him in the early stages, the likes of Gaffanfar and One Heart and Black Friday, dropped out of the contention. So How Bizarre has done really well to hang around for as long as possible at a track we know he does like. Showed he's in really good form at the moment. But Gweedore took a while to get off the mark. Had got off the mark a couple of weeks ago here at this track, over this distance on soft ground. And you think the way Gweedore has taken a bit of time to get going today, that the son of Epaulet will